Hello, everyone. My name is Fola Afolayan, and I am a tarot reader, Reiki practitioner, and artist integrating art and healing. And I'm here to offer you your weekly reading. I hope everyone's doing well. We're going to start off with the Golden Tarot for today. I haven't used that one in a while, so I'm looking forward to it. And then we'll transition into our Oracle reading. As per usual, I'm going to take a few minutes to get grounded and invite in our spiritual teams for support. If you'd like to join me, I invite you if that's your thing. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of the highest love, truth, and compassion, please assist us with our weekly reading message. Thank you for your love, truth, and understanding. May we have clarity and protection during this reading. Ashe. Ooh, okay. That's clear. Oh. Okay, so the first card that we get is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords. It's a little glossy today. So what I'm getting from this is you might be moving out of a difficult situation or preparing to move from a difficult situation that might have caused you some sort of mental or emotional distress, more so in the head or in your thoughts. You just might be moving away from something, whether it's literally moving out of a space or a relationship that has caused you much grief based on the other cards, much grief or much emotional turmoil. So this is an opportunity for you to move out of the situation, move on to something better, and that's going to be more healthy for you mentally and physically. So it might be difficult. The journey might be difficult, but this is an invitation to move into calmer waters, into something that's going to support you better than the space that you're in now. So you might be in that process this week, whether this is a relationship or a project or a physical space. You're preparing to move into something that will support your needs. And this is also an invitation to pay attention to your thoughts as well. Make sure that you're just, noticing them, and make sure they're helping support you to move forward towards your goals, towards what you want, towards what's most important to you right now. And if not, ask for support. There's no such thing as all positive thoughts. Just ask for support from people who you trust. And from yourself, ask yourself, what do you need to move forward, to move into a more positive outcome for you? But this definitely is signifying some sort of movement away from something that was really difficult or challenging. And then next to that, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups. So this could come in the form of grief. Grieving over a previous relationship or situation or job, the loss of it. You might be feeling that heavily right now. You might be feeling the loss. And the Six of Swords might be telling you you're moving out of that grieving stage and away from it. So just take time to take care of yourself. Remember that in this situation, there may be two cups that are spilled, but there are three cups that are still up. So where can you acknowledge the good things that are happening as you acknowledge the bad things too? two things can be true, but where can you acknowledge the good? What's the good in the situation as you're grieving? Just finding a way to uplift yourself emotionally and take care of yourself as you grieve, as you move through this. And yeah, calling your systems of support, because sometimes it can be really difficult. And just make sure you're staying present with yourself, getting in your body, anchoring in your body to help support you during this time, so you're not thinking all the way through the past. You know, the past might be affecting you, or this loss might be affecting you, but you don't want to be thinking all the way back, or, you know, even forward. You want to try to stay as present as you possibly can. Focus on your breathing and just really being in your body. Next to that, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. And I think this is inviting you to find some clarity this week, to become in charge of your own clarity as you're moving through this grief or moving out of this difficult situation. So this might come in the form of just getting clear on, you know, how this is affecting you, how this situation has affected you, and what you can do to move forward, and be as strategic as possible. But make sure you're still giving yourself space to be in that emotional, be emotional, or let your emotions out, because sometimes the Queen of Swords, most of the time the Queen of Swords can kind of like be very stoic in her emotions and not show them, and just only focus on strategy, or the Queen of Swords sometimes can be hurt in love or hurt, and so she covers that up with being really witty and funny and smart, and like, you know, coming up with these quick clapbacks, like air sign energy. So you want to make sure that you're making space for your emotion, but also being in charge of your clarity, and sitting at your throne and being like, okay, so what has this grief taught me? What has this situation taught me? And how can I get clear and move forward? What are the next steps I can take strategically to move forward, but also making space for my emotions as well. So you want to make sure that you're not necessarily just bypassing it or using some sort of logic to cover up what you're feeling, but feel it fully, and then find a way to move forward, find a strategy to move forward that balances your emotions and your logic, so you're not just stuck in one of those areas. So we're going to move on to the oracle cards. Today we have the Soulful Woman, so we'll be using that. And we're going to just see what comes up in the oracle message along with this tarot message. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of the highest love, truth, and compassion, please assist us with our oracle message for this week. Thank you for your love, truth, and understanding. May we have clarity and protection during this reading. Ashe. Yeah, I think this is an invitation to, let your emotions out. Don't hide the fact that you're feeling grief or anything like that, but don't let it consume you, if that makes sense. Ooh, okay. Me like. I'll do these two. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, okay. So the first one we get is self-renewal. As I clean out old energies, I have more space for that which wants to be birthed into my life. Self-renewal. It's a beautiful card. Number 2. Let's see what self-renewal says. I love to declutter my life, to cleanse and purify my home. I benefit from cleaning out my closets and drawers, and from letting go of things that no longer work for me. I find ways to create closure in relationships and end connections that no longer serve my highest good. Decluttering is a sacred practice for me. Time to reboot and renew. A time to release old mindsets and outmoded beliefs. I value these periodic cleanups and cleanouts. These are special times when I say goodbye to old identities and rebirth myself, making space for the new. I allow my intuition to guide me in what to keep and what to let go. In this way, it becomes an effortless and enjoyable process. As I clean out old energies, I have more space for that which wants to be birthed into my life. Yeah, this is definitely a great invitation to declutter. This is interesting because I'm doing this prosperity party challenge with Melanie Moore. She's a EFT practitioner, and the first challenge for day one, it was to declutter a section of your life, because when we declutter and let go, we can bring new things in and also just release things that are no longer working for us. So this might be an invitation to like literally declutter as you're moving away from something that's no longer working for you, the Six of Swords energy. What are you moving towards, and what do you need to release as you're moving away from the old? What does that newness look like to you, and what do you need to release and let go of to do that? And it's okay to be sad about it, that Five of Cups, but just don't sit in it for too long. All right. And then the next card we get is I embrace my body. I honor and embrace all of my body. I am receptive to specific needs. I embrace my body. And I think this is definitely going to help. Just being present, being anchored into your body during this time. I am deeply grateful for this physical body of mine, which has carried me throughout my life. I honor and embrace all of my body, all of her strength, grace, and beauty. May I listen to my body and trust her wisdom. She lets me know what feels right and what's best for my highest good, and where I need to be more protective of my boundaries. May I be receptive, compassionate, and loving to my body's specific needs. May I tend to her hurts in the most loving and tender ways, as a mother would her beloved child. She has given me so much pleasure and has also weathered a great deal of pain. I bless my body. I honor and embrace all of my body, and I'm receptive to her specific needs. So yeah, this is definitely an invitation to take care of your body, even if you're grieving, even if you're feeling low, listening to your body, drinking lots of water as you're releasing things, as things come out, and just being really clear about where you feel certain things in your body. If it's grief, do you feel it in your shoulders, your tummy, and what do you need? What kind of support do you need to move forward as you're moving and making this transition? So I hope that this was helpful for you. This looks like a definitely a self-care kind of week as always, but definitely this week for sure. If you'd like to book a reading with me, I'm going to leave my link in the description below for YouTube, and then the link will be in my bio for Instagram. Feel free to comment if this resonates with you. Take care of yourselves and have a lovely week. Bye.